Hi YouTubers, it's a video so important, very important video now. Essentially I got flagged again. Yes, son of a bitch. I will talk about basically what happened right now. Today was a normal day. I wake up like normal Tuesday. I basically check my email, nothing in the morning. I do my typical Tobacco Tuesday video, like a big ass cigar, and long story short, I go to work, I come home from work, I get an email via YouTube, Gmail, hence the name, and it says, your video. I am looking at the video right now on YouTube. Nice big ass YouTube, like a big ass cigar. Interesting rant, 9/13/21. The video I did yesterday discussing is the word fat a bad word, is now age restricted based on community guidelines. Like WTF, like what the fuck? It's like, why did that video get age restricted? Because this is the first time in my life that YouTube has ever age restricted one of my videos based on foul language. Now, having said that, YouTube has demonetized me lots of times for using foul language. Not recently, not in the last couple of years, but definitely in the past they have demonetized my videos based on my potty mouth. Yeah, nice big ass potty mouth like the big ass cigar, just being silly ass like the big ass cigar. But yeah, they've demonetized my videos based on my foul mouth, and also. For example, I've age restricted a ton of my videos based on my foul mouth. I don't want some, freaking soccer mom, coming on my video and saying, my little Timmy watched your video, now he has a potty mouth, damn you. It's like, yeah, I've definitely age restricted my videos in the past because they contain so much cursing. Nowadays, I can submit them as limited ads or safe for all ads. And the funny thing is, that video, that interesting rant video, was safe for all ads. As of yesterday, it had the green dollar sign, and somewhere between, about 9 o'clock in the morning and about 1:30 in the afternoon, somebody must have flagged it. Yeah, somebody must have flagged the video. I'm like, WTF, like, what the hell? It's like, what came off in that video as so over the top that not only is video demonetized now, it's definitely demonetized, it's running no ads, but on top of it all, they have to age restrict it. Like, WTF, like, what the fuck? It's like, I mean, what in hell's name is so bad in that video? I rewatched the video, and I'm really stumped on what is so mean or cruel or weird or, I don't know, like, WTF, like, what comes off is so over the top, like, so dramatic or over the top that they have to age restrict a video. If you don't know, age-restricted content is typically very over-the-top content, like extreme profanity, real-life violence, discussions of sexual fetishes, etc. Or like showing graphic drug content, showing, like, for example, like those truth campaigns on like animal like slaughter videos, like really graphic stuff. And I watched a video, and it's like there's nothing that would even remotely come close to that. Yes, I use some some bad words, some naughty words in that video. I use some curse words, some cuss words like pussy or twat or motherfucker or whatever, but that wouldn't explain a video being age restricted, because come on, it's like, I've used those words in the past a million times. I mean, you've seen the videos, a series on words. I've used those words a million times. I mean, I've done tons and tons of videos where I swear my freaking head off, and most of the time, honestly, they're safe for all ads because they're past the 30-second mark. Now, I will say this to play devil's advocate. Ad-friendly guidelines and community guidelines, if you don't know, FYI for your information, they are totally separate. They are a totally separate part of YouTube. The ad-friendly guidelines and the community guidelines are totally separate. So yes, you can technically get age restricted based on foul language, vulgar language, but not with the kind of language I was using. I mean, yes, I said some naughty words. I said pussy, I said, fuck, whatever. I said motherfucker, I said cock, whatever. But typically the kind of language that's going to result in your video being age restricted based on community guidelines is what's called extreme profanity, quote unquote extreme profanity. Examples would be the C word, the N word, the F word for gay people, the K word for Jewish people, the W word for Italian people, like those really hateful slurs, like the R word. Yeah, like I saw a video on YouTube discussing the truth about the R word, and that video was age restricted based on community guidelines because they were using slurs. In other words, fucking slurs. It's like, obviously, it's like, if you use slurs, you have to take the precaution and be prepared. Your video might be age restricted based on the bullshit, as in bullshit is bullshit, because you're using extreme profanity, but not moderate profanity or strong profanity. That typically does not lead to your video being age restricted unless it's like excessive, and I'm talking like 25 F-bombs, and my video certainly did not contain 25 F-bombs. It maybe contained like 1 or 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5, but nowhere close to what's considered age restrictable content. Most likely what happened is some stupid internet troll probably looked at the video and said, oh, I'm all pissed off of that video, and said, I'm going to flag this video. Idiot. So I don't really care. Do I really give a shit? No. It's like, I don't really give a shit because, honestly, I mean, the amount of revenue, I can never say how much I make, is so small, it doesn't really matter. So the amount of revenue I'm losing is nothing. I'm not like a freaking PewDiePie, hi YouTubers, freaking, typical 22 years old gaming channel where I'm relying on YouTube to pay my bills. Yeah, it's like, I don't really give a shit. It's like, because it's not like I'm going to be unable to pay my rent this month because one video got age restricted. It's like, I don't really give a damn. It's like, I don't really give a damn. I have to be a little bit careful here, but I mean, I don't really give a damn. And the funny thing about that is, in addition to the possibility that it was age restricted based on profanity, it could have also been age restricted because I was talking about people who are overweight or obese, and YouTube might have interpreted it as borderline harassment and cyberbullying, which I don't really think it was. All I was saying in that video, I have to be a little bit careful here, is please take a shower. I mean, honestly, nobody wants to smell somebody's body odor. It's like, so apparently, according to YouTube, if they age restricted based on like doxing, not doxing, but like more or less like being mean to people, people who are overweight, if they based on on harassment or like being not nice to people, then apparently according to YouTube it's okay for people, not just people who are overweight, but people in general, not to shower, not to put on deodorant, and not to wipe their butt crack. Yeah, that's kind of doesn't make sense. It wasn't like I was saying like, wow, like I really hate fat people, like I really want to go on like a fat people crusade and really like dox fat people and be cruel to fat people. No, I wasn't saying that at all. What I was saying in the video was nobody wants to smell body odor. It's like, I don't want to be around somebody who hasn't taken a bath for 10 days. It's like, I don't think anybody wants to be around somebody who hasn't taken a shower for 10 days. I mean, because like I said, for a better word, it's really nasty. It's really nasty to smell somebody who hasn't wiped their you-know-what. It's like, yeah. It's like, and according to YouTube, that's apparently being mean to fat people or people who are obese or overweight have to be a little bit careful here. But yeah, apparently me saying that I don't want to smell people's, body odor, their nasty body odor and their feces is apparently being bullying towards fat, or incendiary and demeaning towards fat people. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It wasn't like I was outing people. I was like calling out names. I was like doing a doxing sheet where I was like calling out people's names. All I was saying is nobody wants to smell nasty body odor. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. I think more likely the video was age restricted because of my use of profanity, which, yes, your video can be age restricted based on profanity. I don't agree with it personally, because the amount of profanity I used wasn't nearly what's considered to be, age restrictable content. In my mind, when something is age restricted to an 18 plus audience, now the video, only people who are 18 and older can see it, and people who are signed into their account can see it. Typically, I think of really bad profanity. I'm not thinking about like the F word, like the word fuck. I'm not thinking about like, the word pussy or the word bitch. I'm thinking about like really bad words when you're talking about swearing that's, to an 18 plus audience. I'm thinking about people using like the N word or like the, those really hateful slurs. And yeah, I didn't use any of that crap. So I have no idea in hell's name why the video was age restricted to adult only audience. I will never know personally. They didn't give me a reason why, because unfortunately, when your video is age restricted based on the bullshit, as in bullshit is bullshit, they don't give you a reason why it was age restricted. That's only when they give you a strike on your account. And thankfully, knock on wood, no strike. Knock on wood, no strike. Knock on wood, no warning. My account is not sanctioned. It's not penalized. I don't have to worry about that kind of shit, because that's a totally different ball game. But yeah, I will never know why YouTube age restricted it. The two possibilities in my mind is, number one, most likely the foul language, and number two, they interpreted me talking about people who are obese, who have bad smelling body odor, as me being hateful or bullying or doxing those people or being mean to those people, which I totally disagree with. I totally disagree with that shit, and I think it's I wasn't even remotely saying I was doxing body odor. I mean, I was saying that body odor is nasty, but I think most people would agree, most people in modern society would agree that body odor is nasty. I don't think there's many people who want to be around the smell of body odor, or they're around the smell of people who don't wipe themselves when they go to the bathroom, unless you have some weird fetish. Unless you have some weird fetish, then obviously that's a totally different story. So anyway, I'm getting off topic here. I'm at 11 minutes. But that video is now age restricted based on the bullshit, and I just want to tell you guys that really sucks. Anyway, it's not really a big deal. I don't really give a damn, because honestly, I don't make enough money to really care about that shit, But I mean, that's just the reason why. Anyway, pretty fucking cool. Bye.